Good morning, traders. This is today's Daily Discipline. I'm your host, Jason Allen, and it is Thursday, the 28th of August, 2025. Where is the time going? Just the other day, it was August 27th. All seriousness aside, I want to get right to work for you. No house cleaning really for today, other than to say thanks for the new listeners. Had a couple of sign-ups here last few days. Thanks for coming. Hope you make it a regular stop. Want to make it the best 5 to 8 minutes of your trading day, get you off to a beautiful start. And today I had some intriguing thoughts to share with you. I'll get our quote up to get us started. Reading after a certain age diverts the mind too much from its creative pursuits. Any man who reads too much and uses his own brain too little falls into lazy habits of thinking. From our friend Albert Einstein. Actually, truth were told, I think this is probably more apropos for trading than other pursuits. You know, what is the real problem that we have as traders is really keeping a completely unbiased and objective point of view on what's happening every day in the markets we choose to trade. We don't want to evaluate we don't need to know anything about why the markets do what they do. There's only one thing that they do. They process orders. And we know those orders are going to come in. And since that's what creates price action, really the only thing we need to concern ourselves with is at what point will the buy orders overwhelm sell orders, creating a price rise, or sell orders overwhelm buy orders, creating a price fall. Once we have an understanding of how that setup tends to look in the market we trade, or the things that we notice that allow us to get really close to that exact moment, once all that happens, there's nothing else that we need. Nothing. So all the books you could read on technical analysis, waste of frickin' time. All it's going to do is distract you from your own method of understanding where's the order flow going to change. All those books you could read on market fundamentals and the history of the Federal Reserve, all bullshit. That's really all it is. Doesn't matter in the least how the money's made. Some of the best traders I've ever had the pleasure of meeting and spending a few minutes with, or spend some time with, some of these guys, they have never seen a soybean, couldn't tell you what one looks like, and yet can make millions of dollars a year trading soybeans. Have no idea what color is printed on a euro. Never seen one. Never had one in their hands. Never even been to Europe. Can't tell you where it is on the map. Makes all kind of money trading euro. Why is that? Largely because in this business, all we really need is an understanding of where the order flow is going to change. That's it. As long as we have that idea in our mind firmly, and we're willing to put aside everything else to find out what that looks like in the market we trade, and what causes it to change, and why it will change where it does. Once we understand that, then all the books on the market become a distraction and a waste of time and don't help at all, and probably will cause more harm than good when we're trying to create our method. One of the things that really helped me, and I mean this with all my heart, I stopped reading books on the markets years ago. I can't remember the last one I picked up. However, that doesn't mean that there's not value in some of those. I still keep all the books that I can, and I do occasionally peruse them when I have some time. And I will tell you that the best books that I will reread, I do on a regular basis reread. Not too often. Once or twice a year, I'll sit down with a couple of good books on the markets, and I'll read the biographies of winning traders. I'll learn how they got to be where they are, what was important to them. I will reread classics like anything on Jesse Livermore, or Market Wizards, in my opinion, one of the greater series of books written on the markets and trading and doing this business, because it gives us an understanding of how winning traders typically tend to think. And that really is all we need to do, is think. So as Mr. Einstein has eloquently told us, any man who reads too much and uses his own brain too little falls into lazy habits of thinking. So I would just like to leave you with that. Stay sharp, stay focused. Remember that most of what you're going to be exposed to as, quote, educational material or help in this field really doesn't matters less than a hill of beans. It really does. Be careful with what you put in front of you and what you put time into. Make sure you stay focused on the real issues, understanding how order flow develops and how it changes. Once you understand that, all the reading in the world really isn't going to help you anymore. You don't really need to have it. So I'm not saying don't read, don't find a way to get more educated. I'm just saying be careful with how you do it and how much time you give it. Because in the long run, it really is not going to help you. And really, isn't this all about getting what we need to win instead of wasting our time on filling our minds and our lives with crap that doesn't work? Good luck and good trading today, guys. I'll see you tomorrow for the end of week. And don't forget, on Saturday, the 30th, I'm going to do a weekly summary, and I'll be posting my weekly performance again up there for you. So I'm looking forward to hearing back from you and what you think, and if you like what you see. All right, guys, listen, have a great day, and I'll see you on Friday. Thanks.